All right. So this is slave patrol, because that's what the police go back to. It's slave patrols, also known as patrollers, uh, patty, patty rollers, or patty rollers, or patty rollers were organized groups of armed men who monitored and enforced discipline upon slaves in the antebellum U.S. southern states. It says the slave patrol's function was to police slaves, especially those who escaped or were viewed as defiant. They also formed river patrols to prevent escape by boat. Policing the movements of black people, slave patrols were explicit in their design to empower the white population. They were first established in South Carolina in 1704, and the idea spread throughout the colonies before their use ended following the Civil War. This was the okay. It says patrols enforce what were called slave codes, laws which control almost every aspect of the lives of enslaved people. Slave patrols were explicit in their design to empower the entire white population, not just police power, but with the duty. Hold on. All right, Salaka. It says slave patrols were explicit in their design to empower the entire white population, not just with police power, but with the duty to police the comings and goings and movements of black people. It says slave patrollers had their own characteristics, duties, and benefits apart from slave owners and overseers. Patrollers were often equipped with guns and whips and would exert force in order to bring slaves back to their owners. It says at times black people developed many methods of challenging patrolling, occasionally fighting back violently. The American Civil War developed more opportunities for resistance against slave patrols and made it easier for enslaved people to escape. Slave patrols' duty started as breaking up slave meetings. Right, and I'm not gonna go too far deep into this, but slave patrol basically stemmed from the police force, man, and Jake them not understanding that Esau is our enemy. One, two, shit. Yeah, no, that's basically it, man. Jake and them gotta understand what times we're living in. So this is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Right, so you're supposed to be coming back to the truth, man, and understanding who you are and the will of the Lord, man. The Lord want these type of events to happen, to have Judah and the rest of the Israelites, Jake in general, to uproar and rebel against Esau. You know, it's because eventually in the coming days, it's going to be a whole lot of ethnic tensions. Them ethnic tensions are going to turn violent. Basically, it's not going to be just like white on black. It's going to be every man for himself. And then, but a lot of these people are going to be rolling in packs. But these type of events is just rousing Judah and them up, man, to learn who their enemy is. So you gonna have white versus black, or the Israelites versus the Edomites also during these times and stuff, man. But in order to be protected from that, you have to come back to the Lord, man. Isaiah 55 and 6, seek the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Right, the Israelites belong to the Lord, man. And the Lord is going to pardon his people if they come back to him. But only the elect is going to return to the Lord, man. Um, Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, right, man? Everybody know that we in what they call the last days, man. Or they even using the word apocalypse, but the word apocalypse means to reveal, man. And to be truthfully honest with you, everything is being revealed, but only to the prophets, man. You know, the rest of Israel not going to understand to the last minute. But everybody sees the time. It's high time to wake out of sleep, meaning come back to who you are according to the Bible. Your nationality, man. You know, lining up, getting up out the way, and letting the Lord judge these people, man. Because that's what's going on. That's why Jake and them finding themselves in these situations, because the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And them not knowing what time we live in. We still in our enemy's land, man. Before I get this Genesis chapter 3, I think it's verse like 15. Genesis 3 and 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. This was the enmity between Israel and Esau. Esau being the white man, Israel being the Latins, the blacks, the Native Americans, man. This was a prophecy all the way back in the beginning, man. Genesis means the beginning, man. Genesis 3 and 15. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Right, we still in captivity. We still in slavery, man. We don't have the physical chains on us no more. But we damn sure got the mental chains, and Jacob don't not we not in our own homeland, man. We're not following our law, statutes, commandments. We don't know. Jacob don't know who they are according to the Bible, man. We are the rulers of this world, man. That's one way that you can tell that we're still in our captivity, man. But Luke chapter 3, verse 8, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. Right, we have curses on us, man. And the Lord scattered us all over the world. Jake going through this all over the world. And they don't even look like themselves. They look like the other nations going through this too, man. You know? It says, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, taxes, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Right, man. So, Jake, man, the fact that we sinned against the Lord is why we're going through what we're going through. But the Lord is bringing us back unto Him. That's why we're living in the so-called last days. The so-called last days basically is the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, when the blacks, the Latins, Native Americans, whom are the Israelites, take back over as the original rulers. Esau is gonna have to pay for everything he has done to us, even the regular peon, the low level Edomites, man. They're not getting away behind with what they're doing, man. Let me see, Slovakia. When it comes to dealing with police officers, you're supposed to know the law. You're supposed to know how to move. Jake and then moved into a community. See, that's what being circumspect is about. You move into a community with all Edomites in Mississippi and think that they're gonna let you thrive, man. It's still hangings going on. You see all this racism going on. You see all this prejudice going on between the blacks and whites, and you gonna move into a white community. Man. Jake, them not circumspect. They're not awake to what's going on. But this is what the scriptures say about the police officers, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and this is the spirit of the police officers, man, killing the Israelites, killing our people. And a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them, and a leopard shall watch over their cities. You see the Patty Rose tactics How they just sit there and watch over everything. Same thing nowadays. Same police force, man. The whole force though, not just the regular police, the FBI, CIA, regular police force, and electronically watching you and electronically listening to your phone calls. They're watching, man. This what this precept is about, man. So you can never trust this devil, man. Everyone that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces. They killing our people because their transgressions are many, because we sinned against the Lord, and their backslidings are increased. Let me see. And I'm gonna end it with this precept because you can't never trust Esau. Uh, Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. So you can never trust your enemy. Your enemy is these white people, man. Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Him humbling himself and him acting like he cool with you, having a conversation with you, acting like he a friend, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Right, man, this devil is always going to be an enemy. He always going to have that hatred for you because that's how the Lord created him. You cannot trust him, man. You cannot trust him, man. So, you know, with that being said, call Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.